Good morning. Today is January 19, Monday, 2026. The first reading was taken from 1 Samuel chapter 15, 16 to 23. In those days, Samuel said to Saul, "Stop, I will tell you what the Lord said to me this night." And he said to him, "Speak." And Samuel said, "Though you are little in your own eyes, are you not the head of the tribes of Israel? The Lord anointed you king over Israel, and the Lord sent you on a mission and said, 'Go, devote to destruction the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they are consumed.' When then did you not obey the voice of the Lord? Why did you pounce on the spoil and do what was evil in the sight of the Lord?" And Saul said to Samuel, "I have obeyed the voice of the Lord. I have gone on the mission on which the Lord sent me. I have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and I have devoted the Amalekites unto destruction." But the people took of the spoil sheep and oxen, the best of things devoted to destruction, so sacrificed to Lord your God in Gilgal. And Samuel said, "Has the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice, as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to listen than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and presumption is as iniquity and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected you from being king." Psalm 50. To one whose way is blameless, I will show the salvation of God. I do not rebuke you for your sacrifices. Your offerings are always before me. I do not take more bullocks from your farms, nor goats from among your herds. The one whose way is blameless, I will show the salvation of God. How can you recite my commandments and take my covenant in your lips, you who despise correction and cast my words behind you? To one whose way is blameless, I will show the salvation of God. You do this, and should I keep silence? Do you think that I am like you? I accuse you, lay the charge before you. A sacrifice of praise gives me honor, and to one whose way is blameless, I will show the salvation of God. To one whose way is blameless, I will show the salvation of God. Alleluia, Alleluia. The word of God is living and active, discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. Alleluia, Alleluia. At that time, gospel reading was taken from Mark chapter 2, verses 18 to 22. At that time, John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting, and people came and said to Jesus, "Why do John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not fast?" And Jesus said to them, "Can the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast in that day. No one sews a piece of unshrunk cloth or an old garment. If he does, the patch tears away from it, the new from the old, and worse tears is made. And no one puts a new wine into old wineskin. If he does, the wine will burst the skins, and the wine is destroyed, and so are the skins. But new wine is for fresh wineskins." The word of the Lord. Like Saul, we may start strong, heeding God's voice, yet gradually weaken by succumbing to the world's whisper. When we lose sight of our self-worth, we suppress God's voice and cling to our old selves. Jesus' teaching are like new wine, fresh, vibrant, and transformative, but they cannot be contained within old, rigid mindsets. We must be willing to break down the old wineskins of bias and fear. Are we ready to let go of the old and embrace the new wine of Christ's teachings? Good morning and have a blessed day.